Hi, my name is John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. This Sunday night nightcap is a strange one because I haven't been in the shop all week. I've actually been poorly. I've had the dreaded COVID. I tested clear this morning, so I've had like 6 days of it. The first 2 or 3 days it really did give me a good kicking. I still don't feel 100%, but I'm a lot better than I was. What I've got filmed tonight are some bits and pieces. I filmed some odds and ends I bought at car boot sales in various steam rallies. I'll do a little bit of plasma cutting, and then I'm going to put one of my favourite old nightcaps on, just so there's something to watch. This is the first time in a lot of years that I haven't actually sat and done a couple of nightcaps. I just haven't had that energy. I can't be bothered. Hopefully I'll feel a lot better next week and normal service will be resumed. Anyway, thanks for watching. During the rebuild of Richard's central steam wagon boiler, we lost one little part. It's the handle of one of the steam control valves. Like a butterfly type of handle it is. It hasn't turned up yet, and I'm going to try and make one sort of from memory. I've got a picture of one. I've done a drawing. I'm going to cut it out a quarter plate, and then we should be able to file it to shape. It actually needs a square hole in the centre, but I'll be able to file it from there. It's a bit like most of the things that the Victorians made for, very ornate. That's a handle I've just cut after a light clean up with a flappy disc. The original one would have been a casting, but it was roughly that shape, a square hole in the centre. These bits here are cut out to try and get rid of some of the heat because this is fastened onto a hot valve. It really does get warm, but it's cut quite nicely for 6mm mild steel. I'm sure it'll do the job until we find the one we've actually misplaced somewhere. I picked this up at a steam rally 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's ideal to lie across the bed of the lathe and put a mag mount on there with a clock on it. It's got a little bit of surface rust that'll clean up quite nicely. I want to have a quick clean up with this. I've got some WD-40 type lubricant. What you're doing to use is emery tape. This is a fine stainless steel wire brush. All I want to do is remove the rust. Any slight pitting doesn't really matter, it won't affect it in any way. And that's starting to clean up already after just a minute or so's work, so it will come up nice. This top face is really good actually. There isn't much at all on there. Spend a little bit of time cleaning that up. Made by British Indicators, St Albans. Wrote on their inspection. Got a bit of history about it there. I bought this at a steam rally 2 or 3 months ago. It's a blowlamp, called a brazen blowlamp. It's quite a big one. I actually bought 3 of them. This is the most interesting one. the control valve on there, a nice big pump. It's actually still got some paraffin in this one, so I might try and get them going. It wants cleaning up. Very ornate piece of kit indeed. Had a repair done on there. The front's obviously fallen off at some time. That's where you put a little bit of burning rag to start vaporising the paraffin to light it. I also got this one. I got all three for a £5, to tell you the truth. I just couldn't see them be scrapped. And last but not least is this one here, which is virtually in brand new condition. These are still readily available at car boot sales. Quite a lot of people collect them and they don't make much money. And I think they're really nice items. Nicely made, like most things the Victorians did. Made in Sweden, Soviet. Got a smell all of their own. I like the smell, the wife doesn't, unfortunately. But this one, I'll clean that one up and that one will go on show in the house. And that's how I'll probably fire them up and then put them away somewhere in the shed for the next person that ends up with all this lot. I also bought this. Obviously it's an oil can, but it's a Westco oil can made in England when England probably made the best oil cans in the world. These are really good, they're hard to find. It's had clean oil in it, not dirty oil like some people do. It smells like oil oil, it's a really nice smell. Nice plastic. Flexible spout. Some of the really early ones were brass. This is an earlier one. This is the one Bob actually repaired for us. It was leaking, the spout was leaking. You see that's got a brass inside of it. I've got a bit of a fetish, I suppose, for oil cans. I've got loads of them. But these are nice items. I think I only paid £2 for that one. Another Westco oil can. A real old one, but that could tell some stories. These items here are 9.5mm film. These belong to my late father. I didn't have the heart to throw them out. I fully realise that this film is out to cellular stuff. It's not ideal. It poses quite a big fire risk. I've got no idea what's on them. If anybody has got a 9.5 projector, or they've got access to a one, oh, what's some right on this one? Gardens, ships, to be joined. Some of my dad wrote on them. Anyway, if anybody can use them instead of them getting destroyed, it will be great. You can have them free of charge. All you've got to do is get in touch with me. I would imagine these will let me picked up. I wouldn't like to post them because I know it is really dodgy stuff. But it would be a shame to see them destroyed. I want nothing for them, but I would like to copy what's on them. Just out of interest. So if you want to get in touch with me, it's the usual email, which is on top of the screen now. Hi, my name's John.
And obviously, I'm Deb.
Welcome to tonight's Sunday Night Nightcap. I've got a parcel here that's come all the way from Denmark. It's addressed to me, but I know it is for Deb, your wife. Who's it from, Debs?
It's from somebody called Henning.
Henning?
And I'll not try to pronounce the last name.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, because I've got the name.
Right. You want to open it? Open the bottom.
Open the bottom.
I'm trying to help you.
What, give you the knife? No.
You may have to hoover up and we'll finish that.
Bit rough, aren't you?
I'm not
See,
hoover.
okay. Definitely not made for me, is it?
Right, darling. Your turn.
Right. Okay.
Here's the letter. See, it says say to job and John. Certainly well packaged, darling. Oh.
So he loves your videos, he's learned a lot, he has a good laugh, and he thought he would like to make something for you but couldn't find out what it should be. Then suddenly it struck him that he wanted to make a tortoise. It's a very British, and you have seen Doctor Who things in your shops and also like Doctor Who, and best wishes for it. So it's a tortoise,
Tortoise.
which Henning's made from the other side of the North Sea. Here we go. How's that? Isn't that lovely? Thank you very, very much.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Where are you going to put it?
I think I'll put it by the side of the bed.
Okay.
Wow.
Thanks very much. That's really is much appreciated. I've
Yeah.
always liked second-hand tools and handmade items. Thanks very much, Deb, for not only opening tonight's nightcap, but also opening this splendid present from Henning, all the way from Denmark. I'll get some close-up shots of that later on and put them in towards the end of the nightcap. Tonight's nightcap, I've been away all weekend at a steam rally at Corbridge. The weather's been poor. I've had 2 or 3 good soakings, but saying that, the steam rally did go on and there was quite a bit of activity. I've got a lot of film from there which I'll probably put in either next week's nightcap or possibly a little video through the week. One thing I did do was the nameplate I made for the traction engine. I gave that to the guy whose traction engine it's going to go on to. In actual fact, I put it on for him and he's absolutely over the moon with it, delighted with it in fact. It's made all the, to see his face when I give him it, it made all the work worthwhile, having it, all the trials and troubles getting it cast, because it didn't want to play, but in the end we did get it, and now it's on the engine. I think you'll agree, it looks really splendid. Just a Scotch-Brite brush, that's all I'm using. A Scotch-Brite wheel. There's one or two little imperfections and blow holes in the casting. I'm going to do another one, but I really want to get this one done for the weekend. It's the local traction engine rally, and I want to give it to the guy whose engine it's off. Then the idea is to paint this and then polish it again, and the letters will come up really nice and bright against the black background. It's actually coming up quite nice. Not bad for a mechanic that pisses about, I suppose. There's one little bad bit on that corner, but it can't be helped. It looks messy, but once the letters are polished again and the black paint's polished off, it will stand out and look really good. This is a good quality coach enamel. I'll probably take a couple of quotes. If I rub a little bit off, you'll see what's going to stand out. It's certainly starting to look the part now. I think the next one I'll do, instead of grinding the letters shiny, I'll put cast extra lugs on and I'll just paint it black and then simply fly cut them so it gives a much sharper edge, just to see what that one looks like. I think this looks good. It's having the effect of it looks like it's like rounded off, like it's worn, like it's a really old sign, because it is going onto a obviously a really old engine. And once the paint's fully hardened, you'll be able to spend a bit more time polishing it, but it's certainly starting to look the shape. It's certainly starting to look the part, and I'm quite pleased with it as well. So the next time I video this, hopefully it's going to be fastened onto the Fowler traction engine. The colour of this is it'll darken down once it gets a little bit of age out, a little bit of patina, and it'll go the same colour as these brass screws, are very similar. Thank you, John. Can I help you? I help you. Keep the rag, mate. Go clean rag on. Oh, that's nice. That is nice, isn't it? Yeah. So it look better with the letters, like curved letters, like warning to be polished. Very. I could machine it dead flat, but I can look better like that. Spot on, John. And I've got another, I'll do another one for you. I just didn't talk as well as I thought. Spot on, think of that. There's two and doing a bit now and it gets a bit edgy with the brass, you know.
Yeah. Very pleased.
A bit more work with the file.
Keeps you warm.
Small adjustable on the 7/16 spanner.
Hello.
Good, Dad.